okay. That just happened. That's all right.
Sorry.
Just keep going.
Oh, God.
Hold it there.
Sorry.
Alright, give you a quick little update. We've been busy for the last couple of days. I had the guy who removed the concrete, he came back with his bobcat. His name's Corin. He helped me out with removing some soil and drilling some holes for our retaining wall. I'm creating a bit of a seating area, fire pit area. That'll reveal itself soon. But because it's been such a massive couple of days, I thought I'd give you a bit of an update now. Now with that, the day after the bobcat man came, I had a friend come and help me out. Thanks, Aaron, that was awesome. And I've got a few more friends coming throughout the week to finish this retaining wall off. Now, we got the concrete in for all of our uprights, except for the curved retaining wall section. We'll get to that later. We also had the window blokes deliver some more window units, these main sliding doors downstairs, which is so awesome, pretty happy with that. And they came to do some glazing in the afternoon. So we not only had to get the concrete in before all this rain came, we also had to get these window units in so that they could be glazed on site. So that's where we're at now. It was pretty busy, but it can be a little bit cruisier now. We just got to play in the mud for a while and get the soil and the timber where we need it, control the water with some drainage, and hopefully we can enjoy it in time for summer and get the grass growing again. So that's where we're at now, and we'll keep pushing through. More windows coming and more retaining wall to be done.
some solid ground. I'm gonna fill this bucket up to the top. Fill this bucket up. I'm gonna fill this bucket up to the top. Fill this bucket up. Take a call with an old friend. Get the guts to start over again. You gotta lose to be ready to win.
All right, the easy bit's done. These little recesses are for the steps. We obviously had that fair amount of rain yesterday, which I was talking about, and this semicircle's full of water. So now for the fun part, we've got to get that water out, dig the soil out, and then we've got to brace and prop all these soldiers in position, just like that. Curve them around, and then backfill it with concrete once they're all in position. So let the fun begin.
Just enough to fill this bucket up to the top. Fill this bucket up. I'm gonna fill this bucket up to the top. Fill this bucket up. Gonna fill this bucket up to the top. Fill this bucket up. Gonna fill this bucket up to the top. Fill this bucket up. Get it, kid. I'm tearing through the lights till I hit the coast. Watch the sunrise with the Holy Ghost. Taking my time and letting go. I was a child in the Georgia hills. My favorite toy was a tin pail. Turn on the tap and don't let it spill. It was just enough to fill my bucket up to the top. Fill my bucket up. I'm gonna fill
keep going. Hold it there.
Sorry.
Alright, I'm getting ready to put the timber slats on top of this seat. I'll just show you what I've done so far because it's kind of tricky, kind of cool. But after we built the retaining wall, I put all these blocks on the back. So you can see the walls curved, but the blocks are straight. So that's that. I then had these straight pieces. So one straight there, one across there, and one across the back. That kind of gave me some right angles to work with. And then I put a 45-degree piece in on both sides, and then I did that extra little piece there. And so now we've got this baseboard with all these cuts in it. It's a pretty risky maneuver because it will snap pretty easily, and it snapped on me, but I managed to hide it. But I basically put my screws where the timber touches, and then it's a bit of a gap here, and then it touches again, and gap and touches, and that's where we screw it. And I just had these blocks to push the timber against to make sure everything was at the right height and at the right length. And now I've got a little bit of overhang at this end. I'll cut that off, and then I'll start putting my top pieces on. All right, now the fun part of doing 100 different cuts to 60 different boards. I did some circular maths here. So basically you work out your bigger circle, you figure out how many pieces it'll take to fill it, and then you work out your smaller circle at the front, and then you divide that by the amount of pieces that you figured out that you needed, and then you'll end up with two different dimensions: a dimension of the board at the back, which is its full dimension, 90 mil, and then a dimension at the front, which in my case is 67 mil. And so then instead of just cutting 13 mil off one edge, 23 mil off one edge, I cut 11.5 off each, and I'm creating a wedge. So I've created my first wedge here. This is called a pattern. That's why I've labeled it pattern. Now these two pieces up here just align it, but basically this is the wedge shape I'm looking for. It's subtle, but it'll add up, and that's how we're going to make a round seat out of square timber. An alternative to using a pattern would be to create a jig where I could run my saw along and make each cut. I probably have to make 2 jigs, one for each cut, just to keep things safe. But basically I'll be tracing this pattern and then hand cut, or cutting them freehand with a circular saw. But we line it up here, line it up at the bottom, trace these 2 lines. By the time we connect the dots, that's the shape we want. So I've only got to do this 59 times, which is, it's going to suck. Alright, there's a few things I want to explain before I wrap this one up. So the first thing is, I've got these diagonal braces underneath the seat. It looks like it's floating, so if you're wondering how it's holding itself up, that's how. There's a few things we still want to do in the backyard, like some hedges, potentially down the road. We want to get rid of the shed when we build the garage, so there's a lot more landscaping to come. And with that landscaping will be a finished floor outside, if you want to call it that. Right now it's just leftover sand and stone mix, which is what we use to mix our own concrete once you add the cement. So this is just gravel and sand. We're not sure what we want to do, whether it's concrete or stepping stones or things like that, but this isn't the final system out here. So there will be more happening. Obviously we want to build the garage, and with that we want to put an alfresco on top, which means the barbecue will end up there, maybe built in even. And so where the barbecue is right now will also become stairs. And that's pretty much it. So thanks for sticking around, thanks for watching. I hope you guys are enjoying following along, and yeah, we'll see you on the next episode.